Hi everyone, it's me, I'm back. This is my first ever comeback on sharing my ideas on how I do my outlining in my story from the plot, the beginning, middle, and end, and also the chapter outlines. So I have different kind of ideas on how I write it, and this is the most simple one on how I do the outlining. So for me, as I become a writer, in year 2022 in writing a story or a novel, I was first randomly writing the ideas without an outline, and it's really giving me hard time on how to complete the book. So as I start writing my second story, which is the Last Word Rising Sun, and then I stopped because I faced mental block, sorry. So I faced mental block. And I decided to switch to this currently ongoing story, which is the Vampire King's Lost Wife. So eto na, nandito na ako sa isang story na yung ideas ko is overflowing. So, I'm gonna show you a sample on how I simply write my own outlines from chapter titles to chapters to act 1 to scene 1 to ending, and some little what they call that dialogue. Etong story na to is hindi ko pa nasulat. This supposed to be the month of April writer challenge ko, kaso hindi ko siya pa nagawa kasi hindi pa siya yung parang time na need sulatin. So this is how I do it. This is ito yung app, sa Fabula app. The title of the story is Being His Wife, having chapter 27, 26, 28, 26, 27 chapters. And then, ganito ako mag-outline. Oh, I don't know if you can see. Here, babasahin ko na lang. Scene 1, may mga dialogue lang ako, or conversation, for example. You cannot be with me, then leave me alone. For example, yon yung parang sa scene 1. So, yun yung idea ko para ma-expand ko. Sometimes, I write the chapter outline in scenes, and sometimes, I write it in act 1, act 2, final act. Yung final act, parang sa story ko is yung ending cliffhanger. Parang ganon. So, may scene 2 ako. For example, Lyra and Jax is arguing about the upcoming giving birth to their child. And Lyra was explaining that she noticed that Jack is being paranoid or something that she can't describe. So, yun yung scene 2. Every scene or sa isang chapter, I technically or sometimes decided to write it in a scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, and sometimes I will write it in this kind of settings. Wait. Hindi ko talaga ma-show sa inyo. Ganito, sometimes, minsan ganito ako magsulat. Ano lang siya, simple lang siya, hindi siya gaanong mahaba. For example, yung mga characters, yung mga role nila, yung goal nila, simple words lang. For example, Almarie was Catherine's sister. When Catherine, ganun. So, nakadepende lang sa'yo kung paano magsulat. But when I start writing an outline of my story, it's really effective for me, and I really love how it keep me going and motivated and productive every day. So, dapat sana magsusulat ako ng next chapter for today because I already uploaded 2 chapters. But yeah, I would like to do some kind of writing tips or about how to create an outline. And then, it depends on you on how you write your outline. First, I can suggest you can start writing the description, the title, the theme. For example, the theme is all about friendship, love, and revenge. Ganon, ganon. Next is, you can proceed to the, what do you call that? Chapter, plot. Plot, beginning, middle, and end. So, pag natapos mo na yung plot, you can, next step is yung sa chapter title. Based on my experience, how I do my chapters outline and chapter update, first kong ginagawa, bago yung chapter update talaga or chapter outline, yung outline kung ano yung content ng chapter na yan, is talagang ginagawa ko muna yung chapter titles. Kasi sa chapter titles ako nagbabase kung ano yung tawag ito? Kung ano yung wait lang. Kung ano yung content ng chapter na yan. So, minsan kasi when I writing a chapter update is inuuna ko matapos from chapter 1 to chapter 50. For example, my story is the story length is chapter 50. So, hanggang chapter 50 siya. So, yung una kong gagawin is sinusulat ko yung chapter title. For example, she meet her, she lost, they fight, they broke up, ganun-ganon, yung chapter title. Chapter 1, they broke up. Chapter 2, she meet someone. So, ganon, nakadepende sa akin yon. And, pag nagawa ko na yan yung first step, nagawa ko na yan, is I can proceed to the chapter outline, which is kung scene 1, scene 2, ending scene, kaninong prologue yan, kaninong POV yan, tas saan yung mga settings, sino yung mga characters, and so forth. I don't know if I have a sample, pero sobrang lito nito. Wala pa akong atang lang. Ito lang yung ganito ako magsulat ng chapter titles. Ito yung chapter titles, first base ko. Next is yung sa content na. So, yung sa content naman ng chapter is, depende yung sa tripping mo. Kasi minsan, pag ako tamad ako magsulat, pero maraming idea. Ginagawa ko, ginaganon ko lang. Scene 1, she went to the mall. Scene 2, she met a man. Scene 3, ganon. So, minsan, pag tamad ako, ganyan lang ka-simple yung words, lang isang sentence, isang word, lang hindi ko alam kung ano ba. Ganyan lang ako, and then, pag sinusulat ko yan, doon ko na ini-expand. Minsan kasi, kung wala kang idea, sa pagsulat mo ng chapter outline na yan, is, try mo munang isulat first lahat ng mga ideas mo sa chapter, and then, pag okay na, balikan mo ulit at doon na mo may outline ka. Yung gagawin mo lang is ipapa-expand mo yung mga ideas, raramihin mo yung mga words count para more detailed mo talaga yung outline mo. For me, I prefer to have a detailed outline. I don't know if I have example. Ito, this is my detailed outline. Reverie Castro Book 2. So, ganito lang kahaba. Detailed outline. Summary sa isang chapter. So, iba-ibang way ako magsulat. First is I write the chapter title. Second, I write the chapter outline based on Act 1, Act 2, Scene 1, minsan one sentence, one word ba yun? One sentence or hindi aabot ng 100 word count, ganon. So, nakadepende naman yon as for you. Nakadepende yun sa inyo, guys, kung paano nyo susulatin. But that is how I write. And every time, every story, every pending every ghost of my story is meron siyang talagang chapter outline. Kung hindi lahat is gagawan ko pa. And yeah, katulad nito, ghost pa, sobrang rami. Sobrang rami, like ghost pa to. So, nakadepende yun sa'yo. Charot, palagi bumabalik. Nakadepende talaga yun sa inyo, guys. But if you would like to see some of my outlines on how I do it, I can send it to you. But, nakadepende talaga sa inyo kung nagigets ninyo yung outline ko. Kasi iba-iba yung the way pag-write ng outline ng iba't ibang writer. But if you will asking for my advice, for my kind of experience, or based on my experience and how I do it, I can share it with you, the pictures, the screenshot, or any that can help you on how you write your story. As for me, writing an outline is important because it will make you easier to write the whole story. Minsan, pag meron ka ng outline, hindi ka na mahihirapan pa i-expand yung idea, which is you already have the flow ng story. So, hindi ka na malilito, hindi mo na siya hindi na siya paliko-liko. And then, pag may outline ka na, mabilis na lang talaga magsulat since yung mga ideas mo, may mga outline ka na kahit 100 word lang yan, may basis ka na kung ano yung laman ng chapter na yan. So, that is my this is my first ever comeback of my writing tips or writing advice on how to write a poem or a story. So, this is Yan Rice is now signing off. If you have any question, you can feel free to chat me on my Facebook account, which is my writing account, Yani Writes, or directly comment on this post. Thank you for watching.